When it comes to gearing up for combat in RuneScape 3, necklaces provide a lot of raw stats, but for most of them, that's all they offer. Rings, on the other hand, still provide decent stat buffs, but also come with an assortment of powerful effects. Hopefully by the end of this video, you'll understand what options for rings you have, and why you'd want to equip each one. The most basic rings you can get are the enchanted gemstone rings, the rings of luck, fortune and wealth, and the luck of the dwarves. Whilst they may be simple and offer lower stats than more powerful rings, they are never useless. They each provide a tier of luck, a hidden buff to your character that slightly increases item drop rates when doing clues, skilling or PVM, and improves your chances of various activities across RuneScape. Even when you eventually get more powerful rings, you'll either keep these as a swap or turn them into archaeology relics to get the effect permanently. There's also two more enchanted gemstone rings, the Ring of Retribution, made from platinum with slightly higher stats and a passive to reflect 15% of damage taken, and the Ring of Death, made from a Hydrix, but instead of providing more luck, it will prevent your death when you hit 0 HP, putting you in a last stand state where your health rapidly decreases, but you can still fight on, making it great for learning bosses or finishing scuffed kills. If you enjoy questing, there are 6 useful rings to keep in mind. The Pontifex Shadow Ring, obtained from archaeology and upgraded via the Elder God quests and anima, provide the same luck as the gemstone rings, and bonus passive effects for skilling or bossing. Completing Lunar Diplomacy awards you the Lunar Ring with a decent magic and defense bonus, and the Tokkul Zo, awarded from the Elder Kiln quest, gives a flat 10% damage bonus against all igneous creatures, making the Kiln and Zuck encounters much easier. The 6th Age circuit gained after completing the World Wakes and finishing up several other quest lines also provides pretty good stats, considering most of these quests have important other unlocks, so you'd want to do them anyways. The Zorgoth Soul Ring, obtained from the Requiem for a Dragon quest, and upgraded by performing rituals at the Ungale ritual site, is one of the best necromancy rings in the game, with a passive chance to generate extra souls on hit. Last but certainly not least, the Asylum Rings. Finishing Broken Home will grant you the Doctor's Ring at first, however repeating the quest and completing some extra challenges will upgrade it to the Surgeon's Ring, with higher stats and a chance to save adrenaline when using abilities or special attacks. Before moving on to combat, there's one more important ring to mention, the Ring of Vigor. Bought with 50,000 Dungeoneering tokens, this ring has average stats, but always refunds 10% adrenaline whenever you cast an ultimate, which is an incredibly powerful effect. Importantly, this effect can then be made into a permanent passive upon completion of the Extinction quest. If you're coming from old school RuneScape, you may not be surprised to hear about the Dagannoth rings, a boss encounter made up of 3 Dagannoths, each only able to be harmed by a specific combat style. From these bosses, you will obtain 4 rings, the Berserker ring for all styles, and the Warrior, Archers and Seers ring for melee, ranged and magic respectively. These are useful, however only as strong as the Luck of the Dwarves, yet without the luck passive. But collect 10 of each ring and head to the Rex Matriarchs, a harder dinosaur-themed version of the Dagannoth Kings, and get a heart drop for each ring to upgrade them to the best in slot rings for each style, with passive effects that increase your critical strike chance. There's even a 4th Rex Matriarch, Osseous, who drops the Occultist's Ring, similar to the Zorgoth Soul Ring mentioned earlier from questing, but grants necrosis stacks instead of souls. With the upgraded Rex Matriarch rings, you've got all the power you can hold. But there is one more insanely rare item, the Hazelmere's Signet Ring, one of the hero items in RuneScape 3, with an unfathomably low drop rate from the rare drop table. It has the same stats as the Asylum Surgeon's Ring, but the passive of the Luck of the Dwarves, and a fun little bonus, a 1 in 1,000 chance to duplicate any drop you receive. Whilst this covers almost all of the combat-related rings you can get in RuneScape 3, there are a few not mentioned, and many more that have beneficial effects for skilling, exploring, or just for fun or cosmetic purposes. If you have any notable items I left out, please let others know about them in the comments, otherwise I hope this information proves helpful.